Former members of the Capitol Police and Metropolitan Police Department who defended the Capitol on January 6th. They sat in the front row of the hearing room today to hear Jack Smith testify. But only one party expressed gratitude to those officers.
There's been a lot of discussion about witnesses today. Perhaps the chairman could muster the courage to call the 4 witnesses who I see. The American public may not see. I see, standing behind you, Mr. Smith, the 4 police officers who risked everything, life and limb, to do what? To protect the Republican members on the dais. It's an outrage that they now sit here and have the audacity to try to rewrite history in front of the very officers who sacrificed everything to protect them.
One of those officers joins us at the table, former U.S. Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn. He's now a spokesperson for Home of the Brave. Welcome,
Officer Dunn. I want to just put up one of those compelling and, in my view, disgusting moments from Representative Troy Nehls of Texas. Let's just play this.
I would like to quickly address the police officers of January 6th. Mr. Dunn, Mr. Fanone, Mr. Gonell, Mr. Hodges. I'm a member of the new select committee to actually examine what happened that day. And I can tell you, gentlemen, that the fault does not lie with Donald Trump. It lies with Yogananda Pittman and the U.S. Capitol leadership team. We know they had the intelligence, and there was going to be a high propensity for violence that day. And Mr. Dunn, I believe that you thought that day would be like just any other. In your testimony to the January 6th committee, you said you found out how ugly was going to get on a cell phone. Somebody sent you some information on social media. The point is, you were all unprepared to deal with that day. And that's because your leadership failed to share the intelligence with you.
Harry, I'll just leave the moment for you.
Well, he said one thing that is correct. The one thing, we were unprepared that day. Now, I don't do both sides, all that stuff. But if there is an opportunity to correct security failures, which there clearly were, let's address it, full stop. However, blaming anybody except Donald Trump for what happened, it's the equivalent of blaming a sexual assault victim for dressing provocatively instead of saying, hey, how about you don't attack the police officers? How about you don't attack the Capitol? How about the people that attacked us, they told us Donald Trump sent us. They told us they were there because Donald Trump, and they left because Donald Trump said go home. Donald Trump had them under his spell, right? It's a magical spell. Some people call it a cult. But he's full of crap. I mean, I'm all for examining. That day should never happen. I'm all for examining it. Let's do it. But to start off with that premise, it's very disingenuous. And it's clear the work that he's aiming to do.
Especially since none of those Republicans have yet to say thank you for what you did on January 6th.
Speaking of, I'm actually glad that you showed the Joe Neguse clip because I didn't see that. I was actually in the back because Michael Fanone was confronted accosted by a right-wing agitator. I'll just say that. And we had to go to the back and calm ourselves down to get back out there and support Jack Smith.
We have the video of that confrontation with the January 6th provocateur defender, Ivan Raiklin. What does it tell you that he was there? I mean, of course you were there. You were among the most impacted parties of what happened on January 6th. But the fact that guys like this have a seat inside the U.S. House of Representatives on a day like today, what does that tell you about the narrative that they're trying to push?
Well, I don't want to give him any platform or, whatever. I don't think highly of him at all. And that's all I'll say about him. However, it does speak to the type of people that the members of Congress, and you heard Mr. Raskin at the end of it say, hey, can you please control your witness or your guest? Because he has been at all the hearings. He's a conspiracy theorist who does believe in a lot of the things that the Republican side of the aisle believes. So it just shows you who's in their camp, in their corner, and who they surround themselves with, versus thankful for the Democrats that actually spoke up and actually thanked us for our service.
I watched the entire hearing today, and I felt a little gaslit watching it. I could only imagine how you felt sitting there. I know Jack Smith at the end, he said he shook the hands of each of you. Did he say anything to you? How do you feel now that today is over?
Well, to put it bluntly, I guess I was there to support Jack Smith. We've all seen what he's been through and the work that he was doing on behalf of the American people, but it was, I believe, also selfishly, it was on behalf of myself and all the other officers that were there. There was so many people that were rooting for Jack Smith, but it was just great to be able to support him in one of his, I don't call it his toughest moment. He's been through a lot of stuff, but I don't really believe that I didn't learn anything new. Nobody learned anything new. It was just a continue. You said we've been gaslit. We've been gaslit for 5 years. It's a continuation of what has been happening since Donald Trump has showed up on the scene.
Former Officer Harry Dunn, I say it every time I see you, you are in fact an American hero, and we appreciate your time today. After what is a very long day. Harry told us he hasn't even been home.
Thank you.
On behalf of some of those Republicans like me out there, thank you.